All right. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing this morning? Good morning, Nils. How is everybody doing on this Friday today? Hopefully good. We don't have any news today that I care about, so we're just chilling. Fridays are usually pretty interesting with the bots, so we'll see how that goes, but I do go to Hawaii tomorrow, so I will not be live streaming next week. I've asked Ben, our developer, to be a little more active in the chats next week for you guys. Unless I end up doing like a short PM live stream. Probably no live streams next week, so sun is shining, all good. Yes, 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 yes. Sure is. There's a big wick, a big candle this morning at 7:26. I'm not sure what that was, but it's 150 points in about a minute and a half. Also, if you guys didn't see my message, if you're doing any manual trading, I have moved a lot of my stuff to the top 1 futures. Well, you can have 3 accounts with them. Okay, but top 1 futures, you can buy instantly funded accounts. Their average payout speed is 3.5 hours. So by the time you request a payout to get it, 3.5 hours. They use the Project X platform, so manual trading only pretty much. But yeah, good options, and it's 50% off. Can you not hear the nice music? I have it on. Do we need to turn it up a little bit? Yes, I can. Let me do that for you. Pull up NQ Trader here. Okay. So I'll show you this. Let me just scooch this over so you can see the whole thing. Okay. So here is the update for the NQ Trader. Okay, so you'll have trailing stops. You can select this and type in, say, we'll just, for this example, to show it, 20 20 in one. So this would be like when we hit 20 ticks of profit, it's going to start trailing 20 ticks behind price. So pretty tight, but you know, you could do that, right? You'll have to play around with that and find what you think is good. And if you don't want to use it, you don't have to use it. Everything else, we'll just kind of leave at default right now. We'll leave everything else at default. We did add choppy market conditions there. So you can select that. And then we do have the max loss and max profit here. Okay, so you can always put that in now. Then, oops, we need to change this to high fill resolution. We'll apply this. And then we'll also see on the right hand side here, there will be buttons that pop up. So you can disable it and stuff from the buttons on the side. Okay, so you'll see that here. Okay, arm long, arm short, flat and break even. Okay. Now you need to be a little careful sometimes with the trailing stop losses, because the way we have it set, Sean, is when your trailing stop gets hit, the software doesn't count it as a win or a loss. So it only counts a loss as a full loss or a win as a full win. So for example, why you would need to be careful with this is you can see a lot of 12 contract trades on my screen, right? The reason for that is if you were to lose a 12 contract trade, or your third multiplier, you were to lose that third multiplier, you need 2 full wins with that amount of contracts with it before it resets. So since it doesn't count the trails as a win or a loss, then that can be a little tricky sometimes. If you guys want us to change that, you can let us know. But you can see a lot of trail outs here. I don't know if I will be using the trailing stops. I haven't decided yet. I like the base NQ trader myself. The main thing, other things we added though, you can drag your stop loss and TP around on your chart, as well as obviously the buttons and the max profit and loss. So pretty good update. You don't have to use the trailing stops if you don't want. It's not going to be like the make or break of the strategy, in my opinion. So it's not going to be the make or break. So you can see here we started out 1 contract, broke even, then another 1 contract. Then we have another 1, 1, 1, 1. A lot of these are getting trailed out, right? A lot of these are getting trailed out. Then we have a loss here. So then we went to 4 contracts because that's what the multiplier is set to at default. So we would need 1 full win to have it reset, right? It's not going to count a break even as a win, right? So it needs a full win to reset. And then here it loses the 4 contract because our trail is too tight. So then it goes to 12, and then pretty much it was 12 ever since because it needs 2 full wins in a row. So the trail stops can be a little weird the way we have it set. So you just need to be careful with that. I would set something a little closer to like your full TP. So like if the full TP is like 12.25 points, that'd be 49 ticks. So like say, all right, once we hit, 45 ticks of profit. So once we get like 1 point away from your TP, then we would trail, break even. You could enable this and you'd see a lot more of the trades end up not getting trailed. But it still is a safety net if it were to like get real close and then break even you, right? So you can see a lot more of these actually hit full TP, right? So mess around with it, find out what you like. But that's that. Market is open now, so we'll focus on SBS. But if you guys have any input on that, Sean, especially you, I know you've been asking about it, let me know. What's the name of the strategy? That strategy I just showed was called NQ Autotrader, and this strategy is our SBS Autotrader. I'm not sure about tonight, Sean, because we did have to fix something in the file last night, so I had to resend it to our licensing provider. It doesn't really matter if you get it tonight because the market will be closed, but you'll have it most likely before next week. Yeah. Why not TradingView? Because it's an automated strategy and it's built for NinjaTrader. TradingView isn't really meant for automated strategies, so in my opinion. But yeah, the update is for SBS is going fantastic right now. I do like the base model NQ Trader already, so I may just stick to that or do what I just showed and kind of run it with a, once we get like 1 point away from our TP, then I'd trail or something. I wouldn't set too tight of a trail because that would just really take away a lot of the profit potential. So I'd probably do something where if it gets really close, then it goes break even. That way, if it were to come back on you, it saves you a little bit. Because if it gets 1 point from your TP and then it doesn't hit, there's a good chance that just turns around right there, right? So that is my opinion on that. Not a lot of people in here this morning. People taking Friday off, huh? Just a reminder, I will be gone all of next week again for anyone who just joined. Pretty choppy open, to be honest, as well. Not very good. Can really tell how choppy it is on the range charts. It's just sideways. New to your channel. I don't only do auto trading. We are a primarily auto trading or semi-auto trading community. A lot of cool software in our community. I do manual trading. I don't really show my manual trades too much, just because that's not our main focus. I may start that up again in the future, but yeah, it's mainly auto trading. But welcome. So getting a little pump up here. If I see anything on my screen, Fusion or Fun Fusion, then usually I'll try and like call something out, like, hey, I'd watch for a short here, if you're manual trading or something. But Yeah, a lot of cool softwares, and they're all pretty fairly priced. So Botfolio is not in any trades right now. Good morning, Aramir. How you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Been busy? Yeah. I think I saw something on your channel. This looks like you've been busy. Also, anyone new to SBS, just a reminder, you know, it's not a high frequency trading software. So, you know, I saw some people last night chatting at like 10 p.m. that, you know, no trades happening. It's not likely to take a trade at 10 p.m. Launch a new strategy. I think I saw that. Nice, man. If you guys have any questions about the update of SBS or any sort of question at all, let me know. Be happy to answer any questions right now. Be happy to. A lot of new members trying out the update, so ask away, guys. Ask away. Yeah, Aramir, it's a pretty cool update. If you have any questions, let me know. But I would watch everything on the WAP course first. You need to start running the NQ overnight again. NQ Autotrader. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, man. A lot of people, like, a good combo would be to use MNQ Autotrader or NQ Autotrader with overnight, and then SBS in the morning. 205 settings. Yeah, that's what I posted last night. I can pull it back up here. This was last night. Right here. This is with a tight trail stop, or a trail stop, so when it gets within 1 point of your TP, it would start trailing. That's 205. If you had no trail, it might have been 3 full wins. Then yesterday night there was three full wins before market open, but it looks like it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wins in a row until 11 a.m. yesterday. So, I mean, pretty good. Warren, trying the update to 6-month SBS. Website keeps saying can only buy once monthly. Hasn't expired until tomorrow. I would just let it expire then. If your monthly expires tomorrow, because the sale will be going on until Sunday. So, and I'll make sure you get it if you want the 6 months. So, I ran it on a news night. Well, there's no news today. Yesterday, unemployment claims. Generally, I try to stay away from the day before and the day of FOMC, CPI, and NFP. Those are kind of the 3 that I try to stay away from. But it just depends on the momentum at night and stuff, you know. What is the difference except for the values of the RSI? The difference in what exactly? These are just different charts, so they'll have different entries. That's pretty much it. Everything else is the exact same in these. Just paid for your monthly May 2nd. Let's wait a whole month. Can I wait until it finishes? Yeah, Cameron, just message me. Just message me at the end of the month, and I'll give you a code. I'm pretty lenient most of the time, so. Value 9. Yeah, it's literally all I have in here is 9 and 2 for the 9 for the period, 2 for the smooth. You match that, or that's pretty much it there. And then you just follow the WAP videos, so you can add the indicator filter here. That's it. And then I just added the actual indicator to my chart for a visual. That's literally it. It's pretty simple. Everything on the WAP explains it, so. But yeah, for people just joining, this the 6-month option is the best deal. Okay, it'd be like $730 for 6 months, which usually it's $225 a month. So you're almost getting like 3 months free, right? Just got our first long RSI. So again, this is one of those instances where we had a green diamond, so we were above 50, and then it enters right here, and there was a red diamond, which looks like right before. Just remember, indicators lag, right? So the red diamond was not popped up as this entered. Okay, that's as simple as that. So it's not going to be perfect every time, and that's just how it is. Indicators lag. That's that. Oops, I kind of full screened that. I was just pointing out green diamond, red diamond right here. Okay, so just remember, indicators do lag, guys. Can't use an illustrator. I like the way you trade. Translate codes. I can't. Sorry. Don't think I can do that. I recommend watching Ben's video twice and then program any of the indicators to your preference. Yeah, I would agree. You need to watch all the videos. All the videos. So here, if we were in this long, you can see we have a red diamond in this magenta color, means a pattern too short. So if we were not in this long, we would be in a short trade from this right here, looking lower. Saw you're using top 1 prop firm. Do you know if you can? I don't think there's any rules against that. You can trade news, so. I would double check. They only do Project X platform, so it is just for manual trading. But still hovering in this trade. It's not looking like the best trade, and we're gonna stop out here. That's okay. So down 1 hour there, and we just got entered into. This is just a classic 1 minute. So we don't have any RSIs enabled here. Just a classic 1 minute. That trade here entered. So if we didn't have longs on, which again, you have the full control to turn longs off if you want. Okay, so maybe we're only looking for shorts below the RSI, right? Maybe we find in back testing shorts below RSI works more often than the longs. So longs you wouldn't have been entered, and this short you would have been entered here, right? And winning that trade. So you can always, there's infinite ways pretty much to run SBS. And I always say, pretty much every day, SBS gives you an opportunity, some way, to end the day profitable, right? Maybe on some other charts or different times or however, but There's usually never a day where everything's just red. So this 1 minute's up 10 points. Yeah, if you guys have any more questions, please let me know.
Order filled.
That 1 minute trade did hit first TP there. Excuse me. Kind of want to see us go up, take out kind of that data high from 730. That's kind of what I want to see. So, which is right about, yeah, I don't know. Looks good to me to move up there, but 1 minute NQ RSI took a small win. Yes, must have been the same thing. Ooh, it's getting volatile and choppy right now. Getting volatile and choppy here, guys. Well, it's not crazy volatile, but it is getting choppy. Just getting choppy. Bottom left chart, 30-second strat, has not had any losing trades. Yeah, that is what Wizard found in backtesting, so. Market looks a little gross right now. Give it until 10:05, might take my win, call it, yeah. I say it's always pretty good to call early on Fridays. Does take some L's. Win rate last month about 79%. Yeah, that's pretty good. 79% on an overall positive risk reward strategy is fantastic. I mean, even if it's just 1-to-1s. Setup won't kill a 50k eval. Yeah, that's huge. You're still hovering in this 1 minute. Still holding in this 1 minute trade. Momentum has died. There is zero momentum. Zero.
Order filled.
Oh my god. Got wicked out on that trade there. Momentum is dying. Wow. We've been doing nothing for the last pushing 8 minutes. We're just chilling, guys. We're waiting for some setups. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to stress. Is it possible to trade a 1 minute chart? SBS RSI. Thanks for answering that question, Wizard. Holy smokes. Wait, you made 4.3K this morning, Wizard? On what? $4.3K on what, my man? One minute NQ. How much risk per trade? 500. What was when was that running from?
Order filled.
1 minute NQ RSI cooked for Wizard. Let's go. Same setup as 30-second. That's good to know. Good to know, my man. Momentum's just not here today. It's like it looks like it wants to move back up, and then momentum dies, or it looks like it wants to go down, then momentum dies, and then it's just not pretty right now. Low key though, we do have a nice nice trend line that we could break out of right now. So let's see that. Well, we broke out and then rejected. Find 30-second MNQ, 1 minute NQ to be good. That's good. That's good.
Order filled.
Let's move up from here. Let's move up, man. Oop, just got a little error. So this is one instance where we will need to manually flatten. Okay, doesn't happen often. I need to clear my cache, and I don't do that enough, but
Order filled.
So I'll be just watching this trade here. You can see where our stop loss is up here. So if we get to that, I'm just gonna flatten it. And you know, our first target would be like right around here. So just halfway of these, okay? And I'll explain kind of how you'd manage this, but we have one more. We have a 1 minute bearish fair value gap that we are rejecting right here. And if we're bullish, the bulls need to break above that. So we need to get above 266 pretty much. Need to get above 266. Took that same entry, 1 minute RSI. Awesome. I do kind of want to see us take out that data candle high, which is at 288. I don't know if we're going to do that or not, but for my manual trading, I would like to see us up there. Could get a nice trade off of that. I'm getting kind of cold. So yeah, this 32 range, this target here is pretty much pretty much at that area. No, I'm just saying it was meant to do this. I'm just saying there's no TP or stop loss, so that's why we always say it's always smart just to watch just in case, because our strategy is good. A lot of times NinjaTrader itself can be a little bit buggy, right? So that's why I always say clearing cache and doing those things are smart. So I'm just gonna, if we get to this red line, which is at 79.75, I'm just gonna click the flatten button. It's not a big deal. All right, not a big deal. We're in the 1 minute fair value gap right now. If we can close above it, that's pretty bullish. But we are rejecting it. That was a really big sell wick out of that. Wow. This candle just touched the gap and then just hammered down. So I'm going to have my finger on the flatten button. Okay, just if we get up there. Nice, Cameron. That's great. That is great. So we're in this 1 minute bearish for value gap again. Market is pretty slow this morning. I will have to say, it is pretty slow. Finger is on the flatten. If for whatever reason NinjaTrader doesn't recognize the flatten button, we'll just click the close button, which is up here, right? Not a big deal. People make it out to be a bigger deal than it is most of the time. So still respecting this fair value gap bearish here. Still respecting. We just filled the entire gap. We just filled the entire gap. So hopefully that means if it's bullish, there's no more orders in there. So 10 seconds left in this 1 minute candle. Still respecting it. Still respected the 1 minute bearish for value gap, so. Dang. 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 Do have a small bullish SMT right now, which isn't good for the 1 minute short. It's good for the 32 range long though. It's really good for the 32 range long. Really bullish close there. Wicked down 15 points and wicked all the way back up into the fair value gap. So our first TP would be pretty much like right here.
Order filled.
Big wick out there. Big wick out. So I'm just going to click buy limit 2 here. I'm going to click buy limit 2 here. And then you can also just do this too. Buy stop market 4. Right, so now I've manually set that. No big deal. Doubled your daily intake, yeah. Closed it there. 32 range is still in. I was in a manual along there and got wicked out at break even. That's a bummer. I got wicked out on that rip down and then went right up to where my TPs are. That's kind of a bummer. That is a bummer, guys, for me. For me, of course, not for you. The lifetimes are the same as these. It's just you only have to pay once and you own it forever. All right. I don't know how much longer we'll stay, but wow, it is whippy, guys. Holy smokes. Holy smokes.
Order filled. Do you have customer service number? I do not. I just have Discord. Do have an email, which I think is posted in the Discord. The installation is all in our course we have. Order filled.
It's all in our course we have, so. Action's terrible today, guys. Action's terrible. Action is atrocious today. Of course. I'm waiting for these trades to finish up, but
I am not going to be sitting here for the whole morning. So if nothing happens in the next 10 minutes, then we're done. So. We are in the same trades we've been in all morning, pretty much. Wizard, I'm gonna post your stuff here for everybody. That's good. That's good, man. No, I do not. There is no refunds because we're a small company. There's a monthly option if you want to try it out. You can cancel whenever you want. It's right now it's $150 to try it for a month. So you can do that. You don't need to purchase lifetime. So most of the people that think SBS or our stuff doesn't work is because they have a terrible mindset and they try it out for like a week and then they say, oh, your product doesn't work. It had a losing week. That's part of trading, right? You're not going to win every single week. So just saying. We are still in. Again, I'll give it about 5 more minutes and then I'll probably call it. Okay. I got a lot I got to do today. So. course, of course, of course. Of course, of course, of course. Got close to that TP there. Yeah. Just bought a house. Need more days like this? Yeah. Gotta pay that house off. Pay the bills. Yeah, I just posted in the announcements. So if you guys could go through a reaction in the announcements tab of the Discord, that'd be great. That would be great. So first TP is about to be hit here. And now we can just trail our stop. Okay, so it's pretty easy to just adjust. Pretty easy to adjust. One minute printed though for you today. Jeez. You know, I think we're gonna end the live stream right now, just because I don't want to be sitting here much longer. So we'll end the day green on the 1 minute, the day red probably on the 32 range, and that's okay. I'll leave the other ones running to see if we get anything, but no live stream for me next week. I will be on a vacation. So just remember that, I guess. If you have any questions, I'll still be in the Discord. Just probably will take a little longer to respond. And everybody, please have a great rest of your day. I'll see everybody in about 10 days. All right. Have a great one, everybody.